Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Uh, One of the things I'm gonna get on to a few things. You know, try to get on a few things today. Um, right now I'm actually sitting there, ain't nobody around, so it's just me, so I could talk about whatever the fuck I want. Um, I kind of want to get on a little bit of the bullying. The people who are committing suicide. Due to the fact of being bullying so bad that they feel like they have nothing to live for anymore. You know, I'm sorry to all you families that have had to go through that. I don't know what it's like. I hope I never have to go through what it's like. I for one know what it's like to be bullied. My nieces are getting bullied. Uh, it's becoming a pretty bad ordeal. There's a difference between really picking on the person and actually bullying. But the way I see it is, if somebody bullies somebody to the point to where they feel they have nothing else to live for, nobody cares about them, the person who caused that to happen should be prosecuted as an adult for voluntary manslaughter. If they would pass that in every state, you bully somebody to the point they commit suicide, you're gonna end up going to prison. Um, I think that would actually help a lot. Um, my niece, she's got Taylor spinal cord syndrome. She's got a couple other things wrong with her. She's been getting bullied throughout school, and she's in elementary school. That shit shouldn't be happening. But I think schools should really crack down on the bullying aspect. There's nothing they can really do about it. Once you graduate from school or it's summertime, it's gonna happen, and I understand. Um, I for one don't want to see any more people feel like they ain't got nothing to live for anymore. Nobody cares. My parents don't love me. My siblings don't love me. I really don't. It bums me out when I see it. On YouTube you can see people have committed suicide from bullying. Like 2015. And they'll go through people's pictures and they'll show you who all died, and may they all rest in peace. Um, if I see anybody getting bullied, here in public, here in my own hometown, I won't hesitate to get it to stop. I'll handle the bully, the person being bullied. I tell them to walk away. Um, there's nothing I can do about it when they're in school getting bullied. I can't personally walk around the school to make sure there ain't no bullying going on. Um, so to all the people who are getting bullied to the point to where they're always depressed, feel they have nothing to live for, nobody cares about you. In all honesty, if any of them people see this video, I just want you to know I may not know who you are, but I do care about you. Uh, for what it's worth, I'll be your friend if need be. Um, I try to do that here in my own hometown, but this place is so drama filled. You don't know who you can and cannot trust in this town, believe it or not. Um, it's getting very bothering to me personally. Um, I was bullied as a kid. Going through elementary school, I was a fat kid, believe it or not. Um, I got my first tooth busted out when in the summer before I went into middle school, and I started getting picked on about that. Even though I wasn't really fat anymore, I grew up, I sprouted up like a goddamn weed. Uh, I started, pretty much pushing myself to the limit of exercise, and I was biking everywhere. Um, so that helped get me in shape. But once I changed one aspect of my life, I wasn't fat no more, so that's what they found to pick on me on. And if a bully has enough time to pinpoint anything that changes on you, look at him and say, don't you have anything better to do besides sit here and pinpoint everything I change about myself? And you never know, they might start, they might make fun of you and walk away, don't let it bother you. Um, so I was called like Snaggletooth or Toothless Wonder or, I mean, God, I got so many names thrown at me, and I didn't let it push me to the point to where, I felt I wanted to die and all that. Yeah, I didn't have no problem, you know, getting a girlfriend going throughout school. And, I remember the note pass, and I got notes from girls all the time, even though I was missing one tooth. But, guys, it doesn't really. Yeah, there's a lot of judgmental girls out there that go, oh my God, he looks like Channing Tatum. But guarantee you'll find girls out there that will look past how you look on the outside, and they'll focus on the inside of how you are. How big of a sweetheart you are, how you treat them all in general, and it goes. This goes both ways. A woman can be a bitch. They can play with you, play mind games. I actually just had an incident with that about 2 months ago. Some women are bitches. Some guys are assholes. It goes both ways. Due to the fact that, I'm a redneck, there's a lot of other rednecks here that are complete fucking assholes to women. And it jeopardizes rednecks like me who would rather settle down, make a family, and go on with life and be able to go home to that person every day after work. Some of these girls that, throughout high school that were real stingy, only cared about how guys, looked, they're getting older, they're getting wiser, they're starting to realize that looks ain't everything. Guys, you should do the same thing. Oh my God, she's such a babe, she's so hot. And they eventually mellow out, and they see you ladies of how sweet you are, how understanding you are, how accepting you are. And trust me, that's going to be the key. If all that bullshit stops, people will be a lot more happy in this world when it comes to relationships. Yeah, you got the women out there that don't want nobody. You got the guys out there that don't want anybody. They'd rather live a happy life. But I'm getting to the point to where if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I'm actually seeing a gal from Zimmerman, and she accepts me for who I am, even though we are two completely different people. I'm a redneck. She's kind of in a different style. She's in a different lifestyle. You can tell it's a completely opposite. If you saw us standing side by side, you'd be going, how in the hell does that work? And even I'm trying to figure out how it works. I ain't heard from her today. She must be sleeping or something or having a busy day. I'm going to try to get her in one of these videos too, so we can hopefully talk about how we have decided to make things work, even though we're two completely different people. We live two different lifestyles. We like completely different things. How we can manage to get it to work the way we do. And, yeah. All I can say is to, the men and women, boys and girls, take your time. You never know, the right one might come around. You may never know when. but you'll know when it happens. So just be patient. Take your time. Yeah, you can see people try it out, see how it goes. Um, I wish the best of luck for you. So don't let bullying get to you. Don't let it get you depressed to the point to where I'm never gonna find anybody. You know, nobody likes me for who I am. It'll happen. I'll guarantee you that. Um, Other than that, I'm gonna get out this video. I gotta start working on a birthday present for somebody whose birthday is 5 days before mine. Um, it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot of work, take a lot of time. I actually should have started on it last night. I'm very artistic. Um, I told her that I was gonna draw up, some things that represents me, and I'm gonna try to make it really cool. And I told her I was gonna put my name in there. And the idea I have in my head, it's going to take a lot of work, and I don't know how I'm gonna pull it off for the day of her birthday, which is like, let's see, it's the 15th today. I got till the 21st to get it done. And I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna get off here so I can get that started. Hopefully I don't fuck it up. I hope she likes it. She's not one for skulls, but I gotta put a skull in there anyways. She's not one for my rebel flag, but unfortunately that's going in there too because that's part of who I am. I specialize in roses. I can do Japanese dragons. I can do tigers, lions. I can do wolves and deer and shit like that. And I take my sweet ass time doing it because I like to get it right the first time instead of having to go back and change something because it doesn't fit. So I'm going to get to work on that, y'all. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side. And I'll tune back in a little later, and then I can show you where I got to, where I stopped. So we'll catch y'all later. This is the Crow Ring Redneck. Out, y'all.